How you guys doing there today? This is Stefan Jimenez, and I'm here to present you the DFS Daily Dose for August 6th. As always, if you want to watch the rest of our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and show us some love. We've been working very hard. We're doing this for free for you guys, so help us spread the word, alright? Alright, so let's jump right into it. I think that there's one clear-cut pitcher, and then there's two others that you can sprinkle in, but there's not really no point. So the top pitcher is going to be Carrasco. He's a negative 240 favorite. I mean, he's been pitching very well. The White Sox are not very good. Carrasco has a 27.7% K rate, 13.1% swing and strike rate, 45% ground ball rate, and he limits the home runs he gives up. He only gives up home runs at a 13.2% clip, so he doesn't give up too many home runs. The only guy he really has to worry about on the White Sox is Jose Abreu. He's 8 for 34 with 2 home runs, so he doesn't even have good numbers off him, but he does have 2 home runs. So if he gets a hold of one, it could go. But we're not really too worried about a solo shot. So Carrasco is going to be the top pitcher. We'll keep it simple. Next, we'll go with Quintana. He's a negative 125 favorite. He has a 26.9% K rate, 44% ground ball rate. He just pitched against him his last start, so that kind of worries me. I don't really like pitchers going against the team the very next start that they just pitched against, because the other team has a chance to look at him, see what they messed up on, and try to make adjustments. But he just pitched against them, and he went 6 innings. He gave up 4 hits. He had 9 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, a W, and a quality start. So the guy had a great outing against him. So I think he is in play again. The same thing just happened with Strasburg. All the guys had good numbers off him, but yeah, he pitched 1 start the other day, shut him out, went down there, went today, a couple days later, shut him out again. So, hey, I could be wrong about that. I do like Quintana. Next, we'll go with this guy, McCullers. Lance McCullers for the Houston Astros. He's a negative 120 favorite. He's going against Seattle. I do like this guy. He's a really good pitcher. He has a 26% K rate, 63% ground ball rate. He limits the hard contact to only 26%. I like him. The Houston bats, they should give him some run support. The only problem with McCullers is that he's coming off the DL, so that's always kind of scary. And also he's going to be on a 90 pitch count. But 90 pitches is not too bad. I think if he I have to look at the prices. I haven't looked yet. If they're pretty low, he could be a decent starting pitcher number 2 for DraftKings. So that's kind of where I'm at for pitching. We'll go to the bats. We'll start out with the Colorado Rockies. They have the highest implied run total at 6.2. I do like them in this spot. The problem is they're going against Johnny Cueto, who. Well, I think at this point now, Johnny Cueto is more than a name than actually the pitcher that he really is. But he still is okay. He's not somebody I really want to try to attack. But in Coors Field, I don't know. I think they could get to him. Cueto gives up a 330 WOBA to left-handers, a 345 WOBA to right-handers. Colorado as a team, they have a 326 WOBA, and they have a team ISO of 161. So, they hit people hard when they do make contact. You got Parra. He's 15 for 41 with 2 homers and 3 doubles off of Cueto. You got Story, who's 5 for 14 with 2 homers. Cargo, 12 for 35 with the homer, 2 doubles. Reynolds is 6 for 20 with the homer. Blackman is 10 for 32. You got Arenado with the homer. LeMahieu's 10 for 29. So all these guys have good numbers off Cueto. So it's kind of like, well, do we do it or do we don't do it? I probably have a little bit of exposure. I'm not going to go all out to pick on Cueto, but I think I'll try to fit 1 or 2 guys in. Coors Field is always in play. We'll go to the Giants side. They're going against Freeland. Freeland gives up a 340 WOBA to left-handers and a 338 to right-handers. The Giants have a 5.7 implied run total. I don't know. I really don't like the Giants. They're not really that good of a hitting team. I could see if they have Posey at first base, he hits lefties well. I would like Posey in this spot, as well as Nick Hundley. Nick Hundley, he hits lefties very well. So if he's in the lineup, he's a very good play. And I think I seen on Fanduel it was like 3,000 or something, so it wasn't too expensive. But he already has a home run off Freeland as well, so I mean he's a good play if he's in the lineup. But yeah, I don't really like too much of the Giants. Next we'll go with the Red Sox. They have the third highest implied run total on the board. They're going against Joe Bijani. The dude gives up a 332 WOBA to left-handers, 300 WOBA to right-handers, 35% hard contact rate. Boston, they have a 318 WOBA as a team, and they have a 155 ISO. So I don't know. I'm not the guy that really likes stacking Boston. I don't do it too often, and usually when I do it, I usually end up losing. Betts, he's 5 for 9 with 2 home runs off the guy. Pedroia is 4 for 9. So you can maybe get a couple of these guys in your lineup, but I'm really not feeling the Red Sox too much. If they go off, they go off, and I lose because of it, but they're not some of them really looking at too hard tomorrow. Maybe, if I could fit bets in there, but that's kind of where I'm at. All right, this one, I know it's not a surprise, all right? Been talking about this every day. We've been doing this every day. Next, we got the Cleveland Indians. They have a 5.3 implied run total, 4th highest on the board. They're going against Reynald Lopez. This guy, he's actually pretty good against right-handers, but against left-handers, he's brutal. 428 WOBA against left-handers. Cleveland as a team, they have a 331 WOBA, 190 ISO. I really like Cleveland. Probably not a surprise. Ramirez is on fire. If his price is going to stay low, keep playing him. I think they've won 10 straight games. Dude, Lopez is in trouble. Cleveland full stack. Get what you can in your lineup. I really like Cleveland tomorrow. Next, we'll go to the Reds. They have a 5.1 implied run total going against Garza. He has a 357 WOBA to left-handers. He gives up a 319 WOBA to right-handers. The Reds, as a team, they have a 333 WOBA and a 186 ISO. They're in the Great America Small Park, so I really like the Reds today. I think they're a little bit more maybe of a GPP stack, but they could win a slate for sure. You got Schebler's 2 for 5 with the homer. Duvall's he has a homer. Votto's 12 for 35 with 2 homers. I like Jeanette. I like Cozart. I think that the Reds, they're a good play tomorrow. Probably a little more for GPP, but I do like them. Next, we'll move on to the Royals. They're going against Matt Boyd. He gives up a 341 WOBA to left-handers, 373 WOBA to right-handers. This dude has just been getting hit hard. Period, point blank. Merrifield, he's 3 for 7 with a double and a triple off him. Hosmer, 7 for 15. Kane is 5 for 7 with 3 doubles and a homer. You got Moustakas and Perez, both have a homer. Royals are in a good spot. They like to disappoint, but they have a chance to blow up today if they can get to Boyd early, But I don't know. I'm kind of on them. We'll see how it goes as the day folds out, the lines move. And another team I like too is I like the Yankees. They're going against Gausman. Gausman gives up a 364 WOBA to left-handers, 349 WOBA to right-handers. The Yankees as a team, they have a 336 WOBA and a 185 ISO. I like the Yankees a lot. I like them a lot. You got Judge, he's 5 for 11 with 2 home runs and a double off Gausman. Holiday's 5 for 12. Castro's 10 for 25. Gardner's 13 for 30 with the homer. So you can stack the Yankees for sure against Gausman. Gausman, he's been pitching decent. He has his ups and downs. I was hearing that when I forgot what the guy's name is, but one of the catchers, when he catches for Gausman does way better compared to when the other one does. So I'll look that up and then I'll put it in the comment section so you guys know to kind of which catcher I was talking about. And lastly, sneaky stack. All right, you got Harvey coming back. Harvey's been bad for the Mets. The Phillies, they got to DeGrom today. I told you yesterday I was scared of DeGrom. I think you can get a sneaky Philly stack tomorrow. You got Nick Williams. That dude's only 2,100 on DraftKings. You can put him in your cash games. Like, seriously. So, sneaky stack in Philly. And that's kind of where I'm at for tonight. As always, if you want my full lineups, and all my other stuff, go visit my website at www.rotobeast.net. Please subscribe, share it, help us out. And hey, we'll be back tomorrow for another show. Later.